Welcome, welcome, welcome to Just Thrive. We are going to get started in just a few minutes as we wait for a few more to join. I wanted to thank you for coming in and joining us today as we are excited about having a new guest this week. Genory Carr will be joining us, and as we do Just Thrive, it allows us to connect to inspiring individuals in the community who have adapted to the Thrive principles. And so we will be starting in just a few minutes as we wait for a few more to join. But while we wait for others to join, it is March Madness. Yes, we are down to the Sweet 16. So I don't do the brackets and all of that because I don't know. I'm not that much into sports, so I don't know about how it all works. But I do have certain teams that I watch. So how many of you have had your brackets all messed up from the upsets? Yes, I am kind of upset that Duke won. They won by the bare skin of their teeth. That was a great game. I was sad that Liberty lost against Virginia Tech because I kind of wanted them to go further along in the March Madness tournament, but it is what it is at this point. So while I'm waiting for a few more to join, I'm going to go ahead and do a watch party, and I encourage you to do the same to allow others to join in as we um, do our talk show of Just Thrive. So give me a second as I start the watch party, and I'm just going to let them know that this is Just Thrive with Genory. It's not, what? Okay. It was doing all kinds of stuff. So let me know where you are calling in or watching in from, not calling in from. Let me know where you're watching in from. And don't forget that this is an interactive show. So if you have questions, comments, do not be afraid to um, ask it or put it in there. Hit the thumbs up, the hearts, the laughs, and a half heart. Don't give a half heart. Give a whole heart. Sorry. Um, as we continue on, um, with the show. So we are just waiting for Genory to join us. As we get started with the Just Thrive. So, how is everybody's week? It is spring. The weather doesn't feel like spring here, but it is definitely spring going on, and I am excited about that. I love the warm weather. I love, taking the coats off. Just, I don't mind wearing my boots and long sleeves. I do not mind that, but what I do mind is wearing coats and earmuffs and being all cold. So my favorite season is the summer. That way I can have my feet out, the sundresses, all of those things. I love that as well. And so I'm excited about the summer. I definitely have a busy summer coming up with football camps and what else is going on? Maybe taking the kids on a vacation and different things like that. I haven't had all my summer planned out yet because I'm just trying to get through the spring and the things that have going on, but I am looking at the summer schedule to see what we can get going on. So hopefully Genory will join us soon if he has not already. Let's see if I can. No, he has not joined yet. So he should be calling in soon, or yeah, I guess it's calling in. Is that what you call it on Facebook Live? He should be joining us soon. Let me send him a message and see where he actually is. And what is going on. Let's see, where can I send it at? I have a watch party going on, so I gotta figure out where I can send it from. That's not gonna work. Let's go over here and see where I can send it from and see if he is joining us. I see that he's joined the watch party, but I do not see that he has joined us on the Just Thrive, the Just Thrive talk show platform. So let me, oh, come on. Remind me tomorrow. All of these technical things, I tell you, so much going on, and having to learn how to be tech savvy, and I am not at that point yet, but hopefully I can get there soon, because I am learning as I go. I am a work in progress. So let's see if we can send Genory a message and have him join us on the Journey to Greatness page and not the watch party page. Let's see. So where's the message? While you are watching, oh, there he is. He just joined. So Genory, you're gonna have to use your phone, because it's not gonna allow you to use your MacBook. It's not letting me bring you in through your MacBook. So you're going to have to use your phone and make sure that it's on the horizontal. So, yes, make sure in the comments, like I said, you type in where you are calling from. And then you can, so we can go ahead and get started. Okay, let's see if it still says, are you still using your MacBook? Because it says you can't go live right now. So did you try using your phone? Let me go over to the messenger and send him a message, because I can't hear what he is saying. So I'm going to send him a message. So I sent a message, and so we will see. So this is actually my second well, actually third, because I announced it one week. And then last week we had Melissa on. She gave a great story. And this week, what did he say? Okay, no. Let's see. Oh, that's because, let's see if I can. Let's see. Okay, I'm on now. Let me see. So we're going, let's see if nope, it's still not letting me bring you in. So I'm going to send you a message, because we don't want to hold up everybody's time. Because I'm going to tell you just to call the phone, and then, because, oh, it says that I missed it. So let's see that I'm going to give you a number to call, because it's not allowing you to join in. So, all right, we are going to get this done. Let's see if it will let me. Nope, it's saying that. Oh, there you are. Request to be in your broadcast. So, why won't it let me add you? No, come on. don't want to leave a comment. It is not working the way that it's supposed to be working. Come on. So Genory, I just IM'd you the number. Call the number that I sent you, and we can go from there. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear Genory. Say hello.
What's going on, everybody?
Let me turn the phone up. All right.
Mic check, 1, 2.
I can hear you. I believe that they can hear you too. So, can I get a thumbs up if you hear Genory?
Hey. What's happening? I don't know what happened on my connection. Normally, like, when somebody just do a regular live, I can just plug right on in, but
Right.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I'm still learning all of this technology, but we got you in one way or another. They cannot see your fabulous outfits and stuff that you got on, but we're still gonna get going so they can hear you. I can hear you. So I want to welcome everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We are learning how to do this as I move along in this talk show on Thursday. So Genory is can I say an old friend? I met Genory when I moved up. It's been a couple of years, so we can say old friend. We're not new friends. When I moved up to the area, and he was definitely one that showed me the trade of living in the Northern Virginia metro area, how to do the commute, slugging. Oh, that was the slugging. I don't know if I ever got used to it, but it was a way to get to work and not be in a whole bunch of traffic and all of that stuff. So Genory taught me some things at work, and it's just crazy how your lives are connected to other people, but your purposes are kind of tied together. So I've watched Genory grow over the last couple of years, and we've gone in different directions and just grown from where we were just a few years ago. So welcome, Genory, to Just Thrive. I am excited that you accepted my invitation to come and be on this talk show. So tell us, who is Genory Carr?
My story, I just grew up as a military brat. As a kid, I hated to hear that, but
me too, right?
So, I think that shapes a big part of who I am today. Because I got a family from the South, but most of my family, they're from North Carolina. Shout out my aunt Andy, she watching right now. What up, Auntie?
Hey, Auntie. We all family here, right? When you're in the South, everybody family.
Yeah, what's funny, the fact that, we go back and you also, have some connection to North Carolina.
Right.
Vegas is where my family's from.
Right.
But, a lot of times people, and a lot of times our people, may not have ventured out from, maybe a certain city limits or, where they're from or wherever, so my pops was in the Navy. They helped me out. I've seen a lot of places all over the U.S. So it just kind of made me, a social butterfly in my own. And, over the journey, I just got exposed to different people, different cultures, different food. If y'all follow me and know me, I'm always eating something.
Right.
That was the beginnings of it,
Okay.
Definitely music, and that comes from my sister.
Right. Okay, so you were a military brat from the Navy. I was from the Air Force. My dad is retired Air Force, so I didn't think I took the same journey of being a social butterfly. I was middle child, so I kind of stayed to myself. But we did, experience kind of moving around in different cultures. Not a whole bunch of moving around that you see a lot of military families deal with, but we did live in different areas, so I can definitely relate to that. And so, you are the social butterfly. You see yourself, as unique. You're who you are. What was your motivation during life? And I would say during hard times in your life, what was some motivation that helped you to keep going?
Okay, that's a good question. Well, I know that you're not a social butterfly, but I see how you run and the way you live and you thriving right now because it's just kind of ironic seeing you having a show and being front and center and just talking. So that
Right.
goes to show your growth. But my motivation is just simple things like that, just waking up every day and not taking anything for granted. My motivation itself is life. Each day is something different. We all got our situations and our issues. It really is just what you respond to and how you
Right.
handle it. So I'm definitely motivated by life. It gives me ideas. It gives me feelings, vibrations. Most of my days are up, but I'm human, so I have some days where I'm kind of down, but I don't let it keep me down. And if I am, it just brings out a different creative side of me. So God, just the other day, I was just riding around snapping, and on IG, just doing stories and stuff. And I rode through my whole neighborhood, and it's just like I reflect on where I've been because I write down things of where I'm trying to go, and I try to tell people, start small. You
Right.
can have a big outcome, but start small and take those little goals. Okay, I'm going to go fill out this application, or I'm going to try to do this for a business or whatever it is. Or in your case, like that mic right there.
You like the gold mic, don't you?
Audio. I know, and I love gold. I get that from my mom. Everybody knows she wear like 20, 30 pieces of gold. So,
Yes.
you just gotta say, hey, in this case, I need audio, or if it's music, I need equipment, I need speakers. So you just make a list and you keep knocking off things slowly but surely, but you got to keep moving forward. And that's really the thing. The motivation is to keep it moving. My pops is definitely one of them.
Mhm.
He is the original go-getter for me. I follow his steps, and it's kind of crazy because I've worked with him even when we used to work together. We were in the same buildings. I used to
Right.
go upstairs for lunch and holler at Pops and see what he's doing. So he's gonna get influence him. My mom, and just everybody has a part of me that just made me to who I am right now. So just life and family, and there's the realness of friends.
Right. And it's interesting as a man that, you're able to say my parents, my mom, my dad, my dad was a big influence, and just keep on going in what you're doing. Don't be afraid to start small, because in starting small you grow to become bigger and bigger and get to the goals that you want. Many people think that you're supposed to arrive as soon as you start out with your goal process. You're just supposed to be there, but that's not, a realistic viewpoint. That you have to start small. You have to go through the struggles. You have to go through the hard times, because, it's a saying, anything worth having is worth working for. It doesn't come easy. If it comes easy, it's not worth having. And so that is a good viewpoint in what you have. So in that, you talked about, your motivation, in the hard times, and, kind of what you do and who you look up to. Give me one or two proud moments that you've had in your life.
Well, shoot, kids, I have so many moments. Just like I'm telling you, like when I say like life and stuff like that, people might just be like, okay, he's just giving a fake answer, but um, I'm really I just thought of a lot, and just to narrow it down, since I'm on your show right now,
Yes.
this is definitely one of them because I've never been interviewed before.
I'm the
I can
first.
say all the accomplishments. Yeah, absolutely. You are, yo. You are. I mean, because I see your growth. We're kind of growing together, and it's
Right.
cool that to be able to do this because I know we're gonna look back and just laugh at this and be like, I remember this, I remember that. So,
Right. How far we came.
this is right. This is definitely one of those type of moments, and it's opening me up some too. Even though I'm a speak and everything, but besides school and all of that, shout out to everybody who went to VSU, Virginia State, Trojans. I love it.
Are we shouting schools out here? I don't have a school that I want to shout out, but go ahead and give your shout out to your HBCU.
Yep, or wherever you went. But you know me, I kept it in the family.
Right.
But I'd say starting my own business.
Okay.
Definitely is one. I may give you one or two more if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead.
Go Get It Entertainment is definitely one of my proud moments in life because I really didn't know what I was doing, and I like to give a special shout out to my boy Pat. I'm about to invite him right now. Give a shout out to my boy Pat. He goes by Pete Chill on here, but we used to rap back together in high school, and his brother was Justin Ellis, and me and him were in the same grade, but Pat was like maybe 2 or 3 grades behind us, and he used to always talk crap. Like, that's all he did. I was like, man, I had got a keyboard for Christmas when I first got me, and I started making beats. I learned it quick. I'm not throwing it. I started making beats. I had maybe about 3 or 4 beats in one day. Within a week or two, Justin's like, yo, he's like, I was like, man, I need somebody to that I can get on here to sample what I'm doing. And he was like, my brother, Pat. I'm like, Pat? He was like, yeah. So he came over there one night, blah, blah, blah. We got in the studio. We was recording on tapes with headphones and stuff like that. So we cut something classic. We did maybe about 2, 3 tracks that night. And ever since then, like, the music has grown to another level. And he's kicked a lot of game for me and, like, showed me, like, stuff, like, look, this is what I'm trying to do and stuff like that. And that's my brother right there. And he gave me some plays, and I ran with it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I didn't know what I was doing. I was like I said, you gotta make plans. Okay, I was like, so let me get on this site. And meet some people. I was like, where should I go? They gave me some options. I got on LegalZoom for everybody who's trying to, you think you want to do something, check out LegalZoom. They kind of put stuff in perspective for you, but you're going to have to pay, but you're going to have to pay to play in life.
Right, that's
so you can't be cheap. And, once you start really living, you understand that you got to invest.
Yeah.
Just like that mic.
Yeah. You keep talking about the mic. That's because you're in the music entertainment, so you really like. I like the mic too. No, I really thought I was official. I thought I was official when I got this mic. I said, I am doing it. I'm doing it for real now. But you said some good things, like, you didn't know what you were doing. You just started doing it. And as you started it, you started talking to the people that are around you. You started talking to people that you knew. And then they connected you with somebody else that you can all help build together, because you can't get anywhere in life by yourself. It takes a team. Like, in the beginning, you start by yourself and you hustle and all those things, but it's the network, it's the friendships that you meet along the way that you can help each other. Like this show is about helping each other. It's about helping you get exposed, as well as helping me to, get out my comfort zone, to, really get speaking, and to tap into your network, because your network doesn't know who I am and my network doesn't know who you are. And so that's what this show is about. And so that was a good point that you said about that. And we're going to get some more into your Go Get It Entertainment. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But go ahead and give, another, you say you had 1 or 2 more proud moments in your life that you wanted to talk about.
That was one of them. The next one, I guess I can say, it ties into a whole lot of things, and it's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
I stayed at home for a while, and it's funny. When you meet females, and even back in the day, like, you've given me like some real life lessons on just to go about things. And I don't know if you remember, but I would ask you some things, and like, you know, you kind of like school me like big sis.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm never too prideful or anything like that, so I soak up what people are saying, you know,
right.
whether they think I'm listening or not. But yeah, I took those type of things in, and then it just helped me deal with relationships. And right now, I'm at a great place, just expressing myself, especially with the opposite sex, because I'm married now. And
yes, congratulations to the marriage.
My best friend. Thank you. And you know, we went back to, you know, high school, and we just connected. And you know, just networking with people in your life, you never know what this person, like you were saying, what they're going to do. How some people are just for a season. Some people will be in your life for a long time, and then the next thing you know, they might not be there. Or, you know, somebody that's always been around, but, you know, it happens. And that's kind of like our situation. You know, we're always tight. She's basically like one of the homies. But,
you married a homie. You married a homie.
Yeah, she knew a lot about me. She knew a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would talk to her and be like, man, let me tell you about this. You know what I'm saying? Situation. And we would just laugh about it. You know, and not really thinking that anything was happening. Even when, you know, we start, you know, hanging around a little bit more, it was just genuine. So, you know, I ended up, you know, I was living in a house with my folks till I was 30, 31. You know, and that's where I was in the beginning. I'm excited right now, but you know, the ladies is like, hey, what you do for a living, what you drive, and then like the big one is like, you live with your mama?
Right. I'm out. You too old to be living with your mama.
Right. And the thing is I did live with my mom, but like on paper, statistically, I had my shit together, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't go against me. It actually was good, because like once you tap into people, you get into their mind, they see your mindset, and I think that's a big thing too. So the problem really is buying a house, doing what I had to do the right way, and getting married, and it just opened up to so many more blessings. Like instantly, like soon as I got married, my check got big.
What? Oh, let me take notes. I need to get married. My check can get bigger. No, I'm just joking. My check getting bigger regardless, because we put in the work.
I was like, I was like, wait a minute. I mean, well, a whole lot, but I noticed it.
Hey, every little bit counts.
This ain't evaluation time. I said, all right, I knew exactly what it was. God was speaking to me.
Right.
He's approving on me. So, you know, just moving into a bigger man, a black man, you know what I'm saying? Being proud of who I am. And I think that's my folks. So that ties into the proud moments, the family, everybody around you, and just becoming independent. And my thing, you know, I'm working on a mission statement. It actually started this weekend as a tweet.
Okay.
Or a post, but I never finished it. But lately I've been on my, you know what I'm saying, I've always been pro-black, and my wife was telling me, she's like, I remember back in the day you had a black, red, and green necklaces and
Is she telling your age?
Yeah, she was like, yeah, you always been, you know what I'm saying? So, like, now it's like, I really look at it, and I love the YouTube era and stuff. You know, we couldn't get this right tonight, but I'm here.
Right, right,
you know, It's just like, you know, learning about one stuff about us that we're not going to learn in school. And for everybody, really, we out here, I think everybody should strive for financial freedom. You know, whether you're a kid and, you know, you want to get your own place, that's a level of financial freedom.
Right.
Or, you know, me in this case, I'm making small steps, but I started a business. I wanted to get myself in that mindset so that when I, you know, I can start other businesses. I know what I need to do. Okay.
Right.
Keep networking with folks and just keep going like that. So that's some proud moments for me.
That's interesting that you
and push for financial freedom.
That's interesting. As a young black man, one, you're talking about financial freedom. That's not something that we talk about, you know, a lot in our culture. And two, opening up other businesses. I'm using this one business. I'm starting off here. I'm using what I learned here to open up something else. Like you have a stepping stone of greatness that you're trying to get into, or try to get to. And so that's why I said have adapted the Thrive principles. You are out there getting it. You are out there defeating the odds of what they say about young black men and what's supposed to happen and what's supposed to go on and all of these things. You are saying that, it's okay. I lived at my mom's house, but I wasn't living at my mom's house being a bum, a mama's boy, all of this stuff. I lived at my mom's house because I had a vision, I had a purpose, and I knew that I needed to get these things done. I didn't want to get myself in debt. I didn't want to just be out there for the show, but I had a vision for my life that I wanted to do, and this is what I'm going to do. Like it or not, this is what I'm going to do. And that's one thing that women, they don't take the time. Oh, you live with your mom, I'm out. But why do they live there? How long have you been there? What is your plan? Do you have a 2-year plan? Do you have a 5-year plan? What is your plan to leave? Or are you just planning to just stay with your mom? There's a difference, and so that says a lot about you. You are 31 years old, but you are mature beyond your years, not, what is it? You're not immature, but you are mature beyond your years because you are thinking about these things. You're thinking about your future. You're thinking about your family. You're thinking about the long term. So with that, you talked about your music. Did you have another proud moment, or that proud moment wrapped up everything that, kind of in one?
I had one more thing to say. I think it may come back to me.
Okay.
But yeah, the financial freedom is a big thing because I know everything starts there economically.
Right.
Even our people being here economically, being put in certain sections and this and that, and having access.
Right.
So I just want to get into as much things as I can. And like I said, I don't always know, but I do want to say to people, and what I tell myself now still is, I think people have a fear of success.
Yes.
I was talking
Speak
to
on that.
She said a fear of failure, but maybe it's just the way that I'm wired because I know I'm going to be successful. And sometimes you might not take a leap of something because you might not know what's going on. But this dude, he's the mayor of Dumfries right now. And he used to go to my church, Derek Wood, Dumfries. Y'all check him out.
Okay.
He's connected with the people and everything. And he's the barbecue man, Divine Barbecue and Mostly. He's dope. But he once said something when he first became a minister, and it was nothing great is obtained by staying in your comfort zone. And I really kind of like just live by that right now.
Yes.
That's like a food for thought. And I think on my one of my IG pages, probably Genory 22, I posted, him on there. He's always dropping jewels, and he's funny, and he don't try to get too heavy on you. And that's the thing. He's kind of like, he can connect to me and the older generation and stuff. So, people got to step out of the comfort zone, and I see that a lot with you. So, like right now, it's just like, damn, like I'm like happy, I'm filled with joy, like genuinely, like right now, because you never used to really talk, and the fact that we were cool was like interesting enough because you say what you say, and then you turn back around. Yes, no.
Don't be telling my mean secrets. And don't forget, if you're gonna tell all that, I give you the look. Okay, I'm done. You keep turning around. I'm finished.
I know.
I did that everywhere, not just, when I'm out socializing. I do that all the time. When I am finished with the conversation, if my head turns, that means I am done. So whatever you're saying, it is going through one ear and out the other. That is funny that you brought that up, though. I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
So I wanted to ask you, like, how do you feel right now? Because like, I enjoy watching some of your videos, and the fact that you can have fun and not be too serious if you say something that might be, like, funny or silly.
Right.
I be dying. Like I be at my desk and people like, what you laughing at? Like, cause I listen to stuff sometimes, and I be working, but, like, I like positivity. I feed that to myself.
Right. So I have
So how?
moments when I'm nervous, like I'm like, oh my goodness, am I really doing this? Am I really out here? But then I get into it because I talk a lot about my life, and I try to be relatable to people, and so I know that they can take something from that, and knowing that I'm walking in something that I really love, although it scares me because I like to be behind the scenes. You don't need to see me, type of
Right.
thing. But I
I know that's
feel
right.
when I finish my lives, I'm like so hyped up. I'm so pumped. Like, I could have messed the whole thing up. It didn't matter, but I got out there and I stepped out my comfort zone. Like, I just wrote that nugget down that you dropped. Nothing good comes from being in your comfort zone. Like, you have to get out your comfort zone. And so just knowing and seeing the growth of a few months back, and now I'm getting, comfortable. I'm not sitting behind the camera with my legs shaking. Now I'm just like having a good time and trying to bring people in. Like, it's a great feeling. I'm excited for, all the growth that I'm going to see just in myself in the next couple of months.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it, and I try to support and post, as much as I can. That's one thing I try to show people. Like, you got to put on. You can't, all that hate and all of that stuff. Ain't no need for that. It's more than enough to go around out here. We just got to network, especially us, and just network with everybody and just make it happen. And really,
Right.
that's where the name came from. Go get it.
Right.
Straight up. Like,
That's
go
it.
get it. No excuses. You can
That
sit
is
here and do what you want.
that
You
is
can be that dude
definitely it.
living at home, still doing his thing, and respected and loved by ladies. Or you can be that dude that's at home and getting dismissed. It's
Right.
all about your mindset and your drive. So,
Exactly.
you definitely got to be
Exactly.
like that and go get it. That's why I keep saying, I don't care if people. Sometimes I feel like I be doing it a lot, but hey, I'm trying to grow right now.
Hey, that
People don't
is
always see what you're doing. They're not.
right.
Yeah.
Right. That is it's just amazing to hear you say those things. Like, I just think about, a few years back where we were and where we are now. It just warms my heart, it warms my soul just to see how far that we've come. That we might have been scared, but we had a goal ahead of us and we just kept pushing no matter, what. So with that
Yeah.
brings me to my next question, because you talked earlier about, starting on the piano and just getting into the entertainment. Growing up, or even now, what artist or producer did you look up to, as motivation, maybe modeled yourself behind? Any just in that arena, just give me
Yeah.
somebody.
Um, well, I moved out here in '97. I was in middle school, seventh grade. I was in Saunders Middle, um, Dale City. It's completely different from what I was used to. I thought we was rich when we moved out here.
Uh-huh.
But my 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 go-to producer at the time was Timbaland.
Uh-huh.
Um, Timbaland was different to me. He was a trendsetter. His sound was different. Like, I used to beat on the table and cafeteria table or in the house. Like, my sister, she was born in the '70s, so my vision of hip hop is a little different from
Mhm.
other people. So right now, like the skinny jeans, the feminine stuff, that's a whole nother conversation. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That ain't us. That ain't the movement of a king. So,
Nah, nah.
um, but Timberland, it was something about him that I really loved, and it was just his unorthodox style. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I I I don't really know what people thought about me. I was just me, but I wasn't like everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had my friends. Some of them was popular, and that's my sister's about 19 years older than me, so my mind was a little bit different. And
Right.
just listening to Timberland and just hearing my sister from the older generation and then the newer generation. Some of the stuff is just East Coast, like a RZA. I do like a RZA. You know what I'm saying? That's just hard.
Mhm.
Playing clientele. Those are some type of my influences that I love. But Timberland, like his beats just made you, you know what I'm saying? Still, like if you watch his videos on Instagram, you see him feeling it like
Right.
he listening to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And in the beginning, it really was something different to me that I just gravitated, and I just love how he would hit on different beats, a third beat or a fourth beat, and he used his vocals like he was just creative. And I'm like, that's just being inspired off of life. Like, you use your own voice, your mouth, and your hands, and snapping and make a beat, and you super multi-platinum and super status, and everything you touch is go platinum. In the beginning, like around that time in the early '90s, he was definitely like my favorite producer. But I kind of changed throughout the years and what I like. But definitely, he's somebody that made me love hip hop even more. Like the fact that he could take a lead of somebody that was R&B. I wasn't really an R&B person,
Right.
but Leah's beats was like stupid with Missy and them. And you remember Super Duper Fly? I know they came out like '97.
I graduated in '97. That tell you how old I am. So yes, I do remember. That was when I say that real music was made. Like, I don't, I like the beats and all of that stuff now, but they don't say things like they said before. It's, they say some crazy stuff right now, but you just still dancing and singing and all of that stuff. But when you start really listening to it, you're like, am I really singing that song? Am I really saying that stuff? But back then, you could really feel and relate to the music. They were really saying real things, not, just I'm brushing my teeth and do a night beat to I'm brushing my teeth type of thing.
Yeah, they be tweets. The raps is like tweets now. Like, I'm sitting me down is hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
Oh, what are you saying? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I do.
I find myself now. My bad, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
Now I find myself listening to stuff like I love XM radio. I find myself listening to like Art and Soul sometimes now, or Chill, or The Fly, like one of the channels that got a little bit more R&B, because like some of the hip hop is just too much, and like you got the freedom of a speech, but sometimes like challenge your bars, step your bars up. Like anybody can be like, nigga,
right.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You might can bob your head, but like I'm 33 now, so it's just like I'm not in the same place that I used to be. And,
right.
Hip hop is like a young man's sport, and it's growing because now some of the people like Jay and Busta Rhymes and them, they're still performing like in other genres, but at one time, it's young, and there's a disconnect between the young and the old. And I think, I'm not on that level yet, but it's just like I think I can meet in between and kick some knowledge to the young without preaching, and respect the older generation.
Right.
So you got to know where you're coming from. You can't be all disrespectful and reckless, because you ain't gonna get nowhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tim is one, and have you heard of DJ Premier?
I don't think so.
Gangstar. He's definitely got a New York influence, but he's a dope DJ and producer. I love Jermaine Dupri. Like, I'll be watching the Rap Game, even though Jermaine Dupri always did it with kids. He's a writer. He's behind the scenes. He gives that bread. Like, the people in front of the camera aren't always the ones getting the money. That's why I'm kind of loving the fact that I'm in an executive role and I'm playing every other role. So like with my music, I like artists like a J. Cole or the Polo Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of these people are like a David Banner. They had a message, and at the same time, they made their own beats. Now, for a lot of them, as a producer, you make your own beats because that stuff can cost.
Right.
So, your style, you invest in yourself because you believe in yourself. You make your own beats, you make that heat. And that's kind of just like where I was, and my folks believed in me. So, like, J. Cole, I love some of his earlier stuff, even some of the stuff he do now, because he'll spit it like how they do now, but he actually got a message. Of course, I love Jay. He's just on another level. I model him as far as I like what he's doing as a businessman and creating ways with the streaming and stuff. Tidal's the only streaming platform that that you can get money from your downloads. Most of them just give you money from your streams. You give you money from your downloads and streams and post concerts, and titles are true. So I can appreciate that in his last album being mature, talking about some of these financial freedoms and investing in stuff like art and talking about credit. Some of the younger generation might not like it because they ain't got the money, phone, or popping bands and smashing a bunch of females and stuff. That's all cool, you know, when you're young and stuff, but
right.
when you get to a certain level, your focus, you know, you trying to be a little bit more solidified in what you're doing. And there's nothing wrong with getting exposure, being seen, and being hot, stuff like that, because that's fun. Like, you want to live life to the max, but, you know, you want to be built for the longevity and stuff, and have some purpose. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I say that. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of them. Definitely, I was a Pac fan. My old studio when my boy Pat used to come over, they had like Pac hanging up. It's funny, my dad even liked Pac and DMX, but he wasn't a hip hop fan. The ones that he liked were like real hard. You know,
right.
It was crazy.
Right.
And I wanted to throw one more thing out.
Okay.
The Lox is my favorite group. Styles P is one of my top 5 rappers of all time. He's just conscious on another level, and his whole motto is gangsta and gentleman. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
All my real hip hop heads, they can appreciate and respect that. My favorite song is that's who my favorite song is about. Just take it here.
I mean, you talked about Jay-Z a lot, so I would have to say it's one of his songs.
It's actually Biggie.
What? You didn't say nothing about Biggie this whole time, but he has your favorite song?
I know. He's got my favorite song. He's the greatest for a reason, at least arguably. You know what I'm saying? I really can't say who's my favorite, like the greatest, but his song, Story to Tell, you know, it's graphic, but the thing is, he's so vivid, and the imagery that he spits with is just crazy, and
right.
I like certain elements of the beat, like the rim tap. But right now, I say my favorite artist, rapper, just like somebody doing it on a mobile level, and my peer age is Nipsey Hussle. I don't know if you know about him, but check him out, Google him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to put them in the comments when we finish, so people can Google and find out.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle is the truth. People don't hear about him because he ain't sold his soul and so.
Okay.
In the industry, that's on another level, but you know he's genuine. So, but he's Grammy nominated. You know, so I appreciate genuine hip hop, not conforming to the rest of the stuff and dumbing down the sounds. Shit.
Yes.
That's some of my influences right there.
Okay, well, that leads into you talking about your business, which you've already mentioned, Go Get It Entertainment. So tell us about Go Get It Entertainment, what it's about, where it's located, how we can get in contact with you. Just give us some details about this business venture that you have taken on, that you are the CEO, owner, executive, all of the above there.
Right. Janitor.
Janitor. I know that's right.
Cleaning up around here. Got to clean up after this. But it, you know, the company just started with we just wanted to do something on my own and just take some ownership so that I can take things to the next level. And then, like, you know, when I have, you know, a family, I want to pass on more than materialistic things to my kids. I want to pass on the knowledge so that they can go ahead and get that themselves and want to get it, because I don't really know any rich folks, but you see on TV these entertainers and their kids, they be acting the hell up because they got everything, and a lot of them don't appreciate stuff. So I just want to instill a certain drive, and really, like, if you see my logo, my homeboy Pat, he was telling me, because I said I wanted my company to be named Geno. Because it's like a music class and then it has a dollar sign at the bottom.
Right.
So he was like, 50 Cent got a subsidiary company called Geno. So, like, everybody know about Power, right? So at the end, those R&B songs, whatever they put the music through, It's under another label under G Unit, and it's called G Note. And I googled it and I looked at it. It's basically like the same concept almost. Except for my joint is fire. And
I know that's right.
I actually drew the I'll call it the G Note or the G Plus. And I ran with it, and I was like, I'm not changing this design. It's too fire. I was like, man, I can make some money off this. I want it to be iconic. I want people to see it and know what it is. Kind of like, like when you see, well, somebody like me, when you see like an All Money In sign, or you see the R from Rockefeller with the record, or those type of things, you know exactly what they are and what they stand for. So, I kept coming up with names. I was texting people, calling folks, mom, all the young friends.
I can relate.
I give them 3 names. Yeah, you for your show, like just Thrive and stuff. Your son, it's so easy to them.
Right.
And then when it comes to you, it's so easy.
Right.
I said, I don't know one person that ain't trying to go get it.
Right.
If you ain't, you might be off, or you might be at rock bottom, and God forbid I be there. But if I do, I still want to have that drive to get up and go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's a little bit behind go get it. Right now, I've been putting out hoodies and T-shirts and things, and I'm working with somebody, a guy in my church, who obviously believes in me, which is cool. And I'm about to take the next step, invest in some of that equipment so I can do that stuff on my own.
Okay.
As well as other avenues, have like print on demand. I'm just trying to get it in every way that I can. And this spring, I want the ladies to look out, because I'm going to be coming out with different types of tank tops and T-shirts, leggings, stuff like that, because I know the women is the consumer. The fellas, everybody's been receptive to the logos, and it's a lot of people that have copped it but haven't posted, and that's cool. And I realized, and I'm sure you realize, on this level, you might get a few likes and stuff. Sometimes it's like, it's frustrating. Like, come on, y'all know this is dope.
Right.
If I was doing something stupid or ignorant, y'all would be sharing and tagging and all of this. But if I drop a little knowledge, or it's okay to like somebody at this level, but watch when I get there where I need to be, because I'm already there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, the way that I'm moving and career moves and everything. So it's just a matter of time and just wanting to reach and thrive and get there, so that when I get to the point of where I'm at, I can look back at situations like this and reflect and just look at how some people look at you or treated you a certain way when they saw that you was moving in a certain way. And I'm like, we all here, and that's why I rock with you, and I just appreciate, this opportunity to do something like this, because little did you know, there was times throughout the day I was a little nervous, but as we got closer to it, I'm like, yo, this is my homegirl. We on the internet. I'm on the internet anyways.
Right.
This is what I'm doing. People need to see me, even though they can hear me. I can do radio.
this is gonna be I'm gonna be live. Everybody else is gonna be radio till I figure out how to bring people in correctly, because it just hasn't been working for me. But that's okay.
Yes. Yeah, you just gotta keep going, and like for me, I looked at my stats for this month. I was like, boy, I'm proud of you.
You did not say that to yourself.
I did. I said, look, these likes don't matter, but these dollars do.
And hey, dollars pay.
Even
likes
if it
don't.
Ain't even that, right? Right? Even if it ain't that, it's just keep moving forward and have fun with what you're doing.
Right.
And genuine people will tag on to that, and
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they say the majority.
Yeah, I'm excited right now.
They say the majority don't come till you already made it. They sitting there looking at you, seeing what's going on. They could have supported you all along, but they what we call the people in the back. They in the back watching what's going on, and then when you've made it, oh, I knew you was gonna make it. I was here all along riding with you, but I really didn't know. I really didn't know that you was riding with me, because you were so far in the back, I didn't see you. But that's okay, because I'm here now. you know, we made it now, so
Right?
that's what it's about. So you talked about, I'm so upset that people can't see this logo and this shirt and hat and all of this stuff that you have to give out. Let people know where they can hear your stuff, reach your stuff, because one thing I did not mention as I started, that my intro song and my song that I leave closing out is called Energy, that came from Genory. And so that's one of his songs
Yeah,
that I'm using to promote him,
that's
to
sweet.
promote his business, to promote his music. And I just love the song. I connected to him. I was like, I need an intro song. You know, I don't, can
Right.
I use something that you have? And he was like, I think I got something for you. I was like, yeah. He was going to send me a couple of songs. I was like, that one right there, I love it. It has the feel that I like. So I am about to use that. So I appreciate you
Yeah.
giving letting me connect and
Yeah.
collaborate with you on that. So talk about a little, you know, you have Energy, you have Ride Out, you have several other songs that you have out there that you are working on in your studio. So give us about your music as
Yeah.
well as where they can listen to it and see your products.
Yeah. Well, y'all definitely, right now, Mr. Go Get It. So, GoGetItOfficial.com, spelled the way that it's supposed to be spelled. www.gogetitofficial.com. And there you can connect with me on all the socials from IG. I'm even on Twitter now. I just put
Hey.
a Twitter block on my on my website last night. So like when you get in the page, it'll show my tweets. Like I
Nice.
designed the site on myself. Like on my own, like
Uh-huh.
on myself. Yeah, I did on me. But I did. It's like everything that I want to do. I look it up. I might get on YouTube. I might Google. I might dial somebody up on the friend, and then I'll try to figure it out.
Uh-huh.
I stay a lot of nights up, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. But Go Get It Official. I'm proud of it. I just recently added some more things to my store. I did a launch of some hats in the beginning. You know,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't the best look, but you know they're available, and I was just trying new things. And I
Right.
was able to make something happen, so I checked that off my bucket list. That's a success for me.
Yes.
Now I got the hoodies. Now, Keisha, the hoodies started basically. I was thinking of how I'm going to go about it. Like we were saying, you know, people don't always jump on it, and you know,
Mhm.
there's some lag time and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
what I did was I hollered at my plug. I was like, look, man, um, okay, this was the logo from the hat. He gave me a logo with a G and a C, which I'm gonna release on some stuff this spring. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna get it
Okay.
everywhere else. I'm gonna post that. And I took the outer part of it, which was like a rope. So
Mhm.
in my original logo, I had something else in little diamonds, but the embroidery was not defined. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, I need to take those dots out, make that a solid line. And I'm
Mhm.
gonna take this rope design because it printed so well in embroidery. I definitely want to add some stuff again,
Mhm.
and that's what I got to with the logo. And then, you know, like I said, I was on, you know, Facebook and the social medias and give you like your history, your flashback. It was like a
Right.
year ago, and I'm like, dang. And then now, you know, my first single I released, I was like, okay, you know, I need to find me a digital distributor.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, I found one, and then I had this song that my cousin made this beat for it, and that's how I started. And shout out to my boy Chris. KG Visions is one of his pages. You know, he got a couple of pages, but check him out there. He's an author too. And I've done I've done a single for his book that he did like a year or two ago, Sex, Love, and Change,
Mhm.
16 bars of hip hop. But so the point is to say that it's going to take time. So
Right.
the song, not Energy, but the song Ride Out, which is my first single that I'm actually spitting bars, straight bars, no hook. And
Mhm.
people that know me are surprised, like, is that, they're like, I can tell that's you, but dang, that's you?
Right.
Because, like, when I get in the booth,
Like, was
I
that
want you
really
to
you?
feel it.
That
Like, you know what I'm
you?
saying? Yeah, I was like, I want to step in the booth and transform. I want people to feel my lyrics. Like,
Right.
you know, I don't want to sound like everybody else now. Like, in the 90s, you could do that. Your career would be trash. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
But I wanted to stand out, have my sound, and I wanted people to feel me, what I'm talking about, my message, and everything. That song was recorded 2 years ago.
Wow.
and I just released it around Thanksgiving. There were
Right.
some things that I didn't have right, and you know everything ain't gonna be picture perfect. But I was like, I'm putting this out. This song is solid. It's solidified, and honestly, a lot of people, I don't think they bars is messing with me straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it is. So that took time, energy. Speaking of my homeboy KG, you know, he's been writing scripts and stuff like that for, you know, different shows, concepts, books, you know, and everything like that. And even back then, like 2 years ago, I would be in the studio at my parents' house, maybe closer to 3 years. Independent now, but independent literally.
Uh-huh.
But we would be up late and we would feed off each other's energy, kind of like how we're doing right now. We're just having a conversation.
Right.
It happened to be an interview, and he was like, "This is the thing. This is the character right here. This character is on top. Then we got this character who's doing this. They're gonna meet up, and then my plot is gonna thicken and this and that." So I made a beat like energy,
Mm-hmm.
and I found art. It wasn't art that I did, but I found one that I felt it because it was like it's hard. Like it gives you. It kind of makes me feel like payback. Sometimes like when I'm feeling a certain type of way, energy makes me want to rap hard.
Right.
And other times it makes me want to reflect. But you heard it, that bass line in it, and I just get on like a 70s funk type kick because I got a little bit of soul in me.
Right.
So I'm feeling that right now. I ain't quite with the trap on everything. Like I'll get on there, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm feeling like the funk. Type so that, and then I got another one, Superfly. I haven't put it on there, but you can catch that on my YouTube page.
Okay.
Go Get It Official. I'm trying to just plug everything with Go Get It Official, y'all. So y'all catch me on YouTube with that, and I'm gonna be releasing that soon. And I'm just working on some more stuff, and definitely stay tuned to the site. Go Get It Official. I'm always updating it, putting new stories, just trying to keep it going. I'm gonna start adding like some funny sketches because it's a crew of funny directors and actors in California that I liked it. Man, sometimes I be playing and people are like, "What are you laughing at?" I be literally crying, and I just like to share what's going on with me and the emotions that I'm having because I'm on one right now.
Right.
Yeah.
While we talk,
like I'm good right now.
While you talk about 100, go ahead and talk about that 100 challenge that you had recently, giveaway that you do every so often. Give us some info.
Yeah. You know what? I almost forgot about that. I'm on my Nipsey Hussle type. You know what I'm saying? $100. But so for all of y'all that don't know, that's why I tell everybody subscribe. Go to www.gogetitofficial, gogetitofficial.com and subscribe because I send out campaigns, and my campaigns are insider scoops that I'll give to people that, you know, just register. I'm not going to blow you up and send you stuff like Polo do because they be tearing my stuff.
You're not sending a whole bunch of junk mail clogging my box up.
Right, yeah, they be tearing my stuff up. So, like, I'll send something like, okay, I just came out with the hoodies or the T-shirts. Check them out at the Golly Go Drip and all that. But I was like, I want to promote. And like when you're saying, you know, sometimes it's kind of hard getting people to get on. And I'm like, I'm going to give away $100.
Right.
I got a little bit more response from people, but I know I got a core of people that follow me and rock with me. And when people say, don't forget about the little people, those are the little people that are big right now.
Right.
Not the people saying, just remember me, because they support, they reposting, they buying, they donating. So, you know, I did put some money up for advertisement because I believe in myself and I invest. And I got a lot of likes, you know what I'm saying? But there was two people, you know, and I didn't even ask them, that they just went ham and they was just posting and posting. I mean, they do it anyway, so I was like, you know what, I can't even just give it to one person. I mean, people post every day. How many times do you think you post a day, Keshia? Just some stuff. Like, how many times? Just throw a number out here.
I don't know. Some days I might post 20 times, and some days I might not post at all. It just all depends on how I'm feeling that day. What's going on?
Right. And how much money you get?
From posting nothing. That's just,
Right.
fulfillment. Well, one, I post, a lot about what's going on because, we live away from a lot of family. And so I post so they can know I'm not sending out 20 million texts what's going on. It's one post on Facebook. You can find
Right.
out what's going on. And then others is just how I'm feeling, emotions. I'm just, dropping some nuggets that day for, people to grab onto as they live their everyday life. So, it just varies on what the mood is for the day, kind of what's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and that was my thing. Like, look, we just do this for the fun. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just throw $100 up in the air and see what happens. And
Mhm.
I did that, and I'm not planning on doing more little things like that or giving away some shirt or whatever it is, or maybe like another cash prize. And it says that on my page, sign up for the ladies and grades and cash prizes. So
Right.
I'm not just saying that to get people, to do it and not do nothing about it. I
Right.
want to create a buzz and just keep going because I believe in myself, so I invest in what I'm doing. So that is advertising in itself. So, shoot, I don't know. I might be doing another one because I don't know. I might be getting a raise.
Hey,
Don't quit my day job.
what? Don't be quitting your day job just yet. We got a
Yeah,
goal to get to first. Like the part time has to exceed the
right.
daytime, and then you can start cutting back. But and then sometimes there are times where you just I've heard, and you just take that step. It's that time that you need to just put more into your business, and you set yourself up that says that I'm about to take that step. I'm gonna believe in God. I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna quit the day job and do my part time job full time. And you never know when that time is gonna come. But what with with the family, what my mom always said is stay with your full time until your part time can exceed the full time. It's kind of the concept that we've always had. But there does come a time where your full time gets in the way of your getting that money for your part time. So when your heart is led, and when God put it on your heart to say,
Right.
what, it's time for me to leave the full time and just make the part time my full time, when the time is right. So with that, I am
You're absolutely right.
I am glad that you joined. It was a blessing that you came and shared your story, talked about Go Get It. Everybody knows where to find you. GoGetItOfficial.com. They can connect to all your social media platforms. Make sure that you go and subscribe to his channels, to his website, and follow him on social media so you can stay up to date with this
Yeah.
powerful, motivated individual man, black man at that is striving for greatness and has adapted the Thrive principles. So with that, Genory, we are going to end with you, and I'm going to go ahead and close out. So thank you again for joining, and we will have you again in the near future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right out.
All right.
See, baby.
So with that, I am going to did my phone hang up? I think it hung up. Well, you hang up if you still can hear me. All right, thanks. All right. He is gone now. I want to thank everyone that that stuck it out with us, that heard Genory. GoGetIt.com. GoGetItOfficial.com. Check him out. Check his music out. Check his products out. Go out and follow him, because that is somebody that has a genuine, sincere, motivated heart that you should connect to. So with that, we are going to wrap up Just Thrive. And join us on Thursday for Thriving Thursdays, where I go in and give key nuggets about everyday life. Next week, we will have the very own Mom and Dad Majors, as they will be in town. So we will be talking to them next week on Just Thrive. So have a good weekend. Have a good week. Go out there and thrive in everything you do. Trust in the process, highlight all wins, receive guidance, invest in yourself, vacate negativity, and evaluate your goals. With that, I am out of here. I will see you on Thursday, and I will see you back here next Tuesday for Just Thrive. Have a good night. Enjoy March Madness this week.